Hello, my name is Tamara Oviedo, and I have some incredible tales to tell. Winning the Olympus E-PL1 camera and $5,000 will enable me to bring these amazing, life-changing stories to you. So, what's my story? Well, like many people, I'm searching for something that will give my life meaning, to help me belong, to feel that my talents are being used and that I'm important. I've found that meeting inspiring people and telling their story is part of my passion. As an international photojournalist, I've traveled to 6 continents and have covered some phenomenal stories. But reporting the stories just wasn't enough. Suddenly, it hit me. What if I could tell the story of ordinary people doing extraordinary things to people just like me? That would enable us to find out what makes our heart ache and moves our spirit to action. It gives our life purpose and possibly introduces us to ways that we can connect in our local, regional, national, and international world. So how can we do it? The answer is really very simple, and it starts here. First, make sure you're logged on to YouTube with a unique email address. You actually have to be logged on for your vote to count. Second, watch this video, and if it's something that you'd like to see more, vote thumbs up on the like button below and have your vote be counted. Remember, you must be signed in order for the vote to count. If I win, I'll start with 3 equally compelling but very different stories. The first story is a local one. Michelle Fink was an all-star athlete when, at the age of 17, on a fateful day, she fell from a swing and became a paraplegic. Despite incredible odds, she got her degree and went on to teach special needs students here at Fossil Ridge High School in Fort Collins, Colorado. In December of 2008, her doctor told her that unless she made some drastic lifestyle changes, she would lose the use of her arms. That's where this story begins. Another high school teacher, along with 18 high school seniors, galvanized an entire community to make the changes necessary that Michelle needed to keep her mobility. If you want to find out how this was accomplished, and perhaps do something similar in your community, vote thumbs up below. Our second story is a national and international tale. As a scuba instructor, I've been fortunate to dive some of the most pristine areas around the world. These underwater sanctuaries have helped us to increase the fish that we eat as food and also provide other things like the medicines that we use. Come join me on a trip under the water with the Olympus Pen E-PL1 in its underwater housing to view these incredible underwater landscapes and find out how you can become involved to save them. Also, being from Florida, we are currently bracing for a catastrophic oil spill to come to our shores. Now, we've all seen the heart-wrenching pictures of the birds and sea lions covered in oil on the shores, but what's happening underwater? Together with the Olympus camera and its underwater housing, we can experience what's really going on under the ocean during a time of catastrophic events, and I will help to connect you, if your heart is moved, to how you can help with this underwater cleanup. Our third story is about a heroic woman, Guadalupe Llore, who was elected as a governor in Ecuador. In this capacity, she fought for indigenous peoples' rights and for the preservation of the rainforest upon which their lifestyle depended. For this, her government labeled her a saboteur and a terrorist. They arrested her in the middle of the night in front of her children. Once she was released from prison, she was re-elected as governor. Last month, she attended the Oslo Freedom Forum. The government threatened her again, saying that if she spoke out and told her story, that they would possibly arrest her children and probably would arrest her upon her return to Ecuador. What happened to Guadalupe? What's going on with the movement to save the rainforest? and what is happening with the human rights movement for the indigenous people of Ecuador. Vote thumbs up and find out. Equally as important as the stories themselves is the way to capture them and bring them to you. That's where the Olympus E-PL1 comes in. The next generation camera will allow me, through its many features, to bring you vivid, detailed pictures and HD video to show you the stories firsthand. Its art filters and in-camera editing capabilities will allow me to do my work in the field and actually post it while still on site to social networking sites. With the underwater housing, I'll be able to take you below the ocean to see fabulous reefs and the devastation of oil spills. The in-body stabilizer, as well as the low light sensors, will allow me to take clearer underwater photographs and video, as well as action shots. In addition, the small compact size and ease of switching between video and photographs will allow me to capture potentially some tricky situations in Ecuador. So please join with me by voting thumbs up on this video and allow Olympus, me, and you to bring these stories to life.